Hello soulmates, welcome back to another tutorial. My name is Muna, and on today's video we're going to learn how to cut this basic jumpsuit. If it's something you like, make sure you watch this video till the end. Let's get started. Making this jumpsuit, I'll be making use of 2 yards of Ankara fabric. If you have more than 2 yards, you can also make use of it. So first of all, we are going to fold this piece into two. So in folding it into two, you're going to divide your round lap circumference by 2. Mine is 30, so 30 divided by 2 is 15. So the width of what I'm using here, it will be about 15 inches. Next, you're just going to cut it out like this. Next is for us to determine all our basic lines. So first of all, you want to make a straight line like this, and that will be for our starting line. Next thing, you want to come down, you want to mark your bust point measurement like this. You want to determine your under bust length and also your waist length like this. So I'm just trying to just mark it out again before making straight lines. So you're going to mark your bust point, your under bust, and also your waist length. So I'm also repeating it on the other side like this, and after doing that, you're just going to make a straight lines together, just as you see me doing like this. After marking out the lines, this is how you should be looking. So next thing, we're going to determine our hip length. So from your waist, you're going to come down to your hip length. My hip length is 8.5, so I'm marking out 8.5 like this. Everybody have different hip length depending on how full your bum is. So mine is 8.5, so I'm marking out 8.5 like this. After doing that, I'm just trying to make a straight line. So this is how you should be looking. So next thing is for us to determine the full length of our shorts. So mine is about 34. So 34, I added extra 2 inches. That's, I'm marking out 37, just as you see me doing like this. After doing that, let's just cut out the remaining excess, just as you see me doing like this. Next, at the center front there, you're going to take in 2.5 inch or 3 inches inward like this. So I'm just trying to just mark 2.5 inches all around like this. That will serve as where our crotch line is going to start from. So you can make 3 inches or 3.5 depending on your size. So mine, I'm making use of 2.5. And after doing that, I'm just going to use my ruler to make a straight line, just as you see me doing like this. Next thing is for us to determine our crouch length. For us to determine your crouch length, you're going to divide your hip measurement by 4. So my hip measurement is 40, and 40 divided by 4 is 10. So if you're starting from your waistline, you're going to mark 10 inches. But if you're starting from your hip line, you're going to mark 2.5. So I'm starting from my hip line there, so I'm marking 2.5 all around, and when I take it from my waistline, that is 10 inches. Hope you understand. I said to get your crouch length, you're going to divide your hip measurements by 4 and divide it by 4 again. After doing that, you're just going to use your ruler to make a straight line, just as you see me doing like this. Thing is for us to determine our neck width. So remember, we took in about 2.5 inch. So from that line there, you're going to start off by marking 3 inches, and that will be for your neck width. So depending on how deep you want your v-neck to be, I came down with about 9 inches. So depending on how deep you want yours to be, so you're going to mark it out, and next thing, you're going to use your straight rule to make a straight line like this. Next, you're going to take our shoulder measurement. You're going to divide your shoulder measurement by 2, and after marking it out there, you're going to come down on that point there by 1 inch to create our shoulder slope. And after doing that, you're going to come down with 7 inches. Whatever answer you get on your shoulder line, you're going to mark it down just as you see me doing like this. And after doing that, you're just going to use your straight rule to make a straight line like this. So at that point there, you're also going to make a straight line going upwards just as you see me doing like this. After doing that, we're going to take our bust circumference. You're going to divide your bust measurement by 4. So whatever answer you get, you're going to mark it out, and the line, you're going to divide the line by 2. So I have about 7 inches. 7 inches divided by 2, I have about 3.5. So I'm marking out 3.5 here, and on that point there, you're going to come out with ½ inch. So you're going to use your curve rule to make a curve for the armhole just as you see me doing like this. So you're going to place your curve rule properly like this, and you're going to create a curve for the armhole, and this is how yours should be looking. Next thing is for us to take out all our basic bodice measurements. And remember, when taking out your basic bodice measurements, you're going to add 1.5 inch for seam and also for our dart intake. So you're going to divide your waist measurements by 4. You're going to mark it out there. On the hip line, you're going to divide your hip measurements by 4, and you add 1.5 inch for our seam allowance. Next, on the hip line there, you're just going to extend the line just as you see me doing like this. And after doing that, on the crouch line, remember, you're going to divide your round lap measurements by 2. So everything you have there, you're going to use your curve rule from the hip line. You're going to make a curve just as you see me doing like this. And after doing that, you're just going to use your ruler to connect all the lines together just like this. Next, on the crouch line there, going towards the full length, you're just going to use your ruler to make a straight line just as you see me doing like this. And that's basically all for this. Next thing is for us to cut it out. Is for us to cut out our back piece. In cutting out the back piece, you're going to fold your remaining fabric into 2 like this, and make sure the back piece is bigger than the front piece because of our crotch extension. The reason why the back crotch line is bigger than the front crotch line is just because of the bum on our back. So my crotch extension is about 3 inches. So I measured the line, what I have there on the front piece, I have about 3 inches there, and for the back piece I'm going to extend it by 3 inches. So if what you have there is not up to, you can as well make an adjustment just as you see me doing like this. At the back piece there, you're going to make straight lines just as you see me doing like this. So the reason for that straight line will serve as our zipper allowance. So I'm just trying to just make straight lines just as you see me doing like this. Depending on how deep you want your back neckline to be, I've gone ahead to extend my bust point line. So from that line there, I'm starting off by drawing my neckline like this. So I'm just connecting it out like this. And remember, we took 1 inch for our zipper allowance. So after doing that, next thing is for us to basically cut it out like this. So you're going to follow the front piece and you're going to cut out the side for the back. For that, you're going to go towards your crouch line for the back, and you're going to come down with 1.5 inch. The reason why we are going to come down on the crotch line with 1.5 inch or 2 inches is because it allows our bum to sit freely and avoiding it tighten us under our legs. Like when you wear the jumpsuit, it's a cut together jumpsuit, because when you wear it, it won't allow your bum or under your thigh to be very tight. So after doing that, I'm just trying to just extend other lines. I'm still extending my hip line, my waistline like this, and after doing that, from my hip line there, I'm going to use my curve rule to make a curve meeting our new crouch line like this. After connecting all the lines together like this, next thing is for us to just cut it out, just as you see me doing like this. Basically all for cutting both the front and the back piece together. Next is for us to sew it down. So first of all, we are going to turn in our neck piece. So I'm making use of this bias strip or bias tape. So I'm going to flip it. I'm going to use it as a turning for our neck piece. So you're going to sew one side, sew the other side, and you're also going to repeat the same process on the back piece. Doing that, you're going to get your two back piece and you're going to measure the length of your zip where you want your zips to stop. So mine is about 8.5, so I'm marking 8.5 just as you see me doing like this. And next thing, you're going to go in by 1 inch that we're going to use to sew in our zip. So on the down part, you're going to go in by 1 inch. So on that line there, you're going to go towards your sewing machine and sew it down just like this. And that's for the back. And for the front, you're going to get your front piece. You're going to get the two pieces of your front. You're going to turn it the front side facing each other, just as you see me doing like this. And after you've done that, you're just going to go towards your sewing machine. From the neckline there, you're going to sew it down to the crouch line, just as you see me doing like this. And this is how your back piece should be looking after we've gone ahead to sew in our crouch line. And after doing that, the opening there is where we're going to fix our zipper. And this is for the front piece after we've gone ahead to sew it down like this. So you're going to get the two pieces and you're going to face it, the front facing each other like this. Next thing, we are going to join our shoulder line. So you're going to go towards the sewing machine and make a straight stitch to join the shoulder line together. Next thing is for us to work on our armhole. So after joining the shoulder line, you're going to fold the two pieces, the front piece and the back piece facing each other like this. So next thing, you're going to measure the armhole we took earlier. Remember, we had about 7 inches when drafting. So you're going to measure that same 7 inches here. So you're going to mark it just as you see me doing like this. And after doing that, you're just going to take your scissors to cut it out like that. The reason why you're cutting it out is to make sure if you're facing a sleeve, so your hands will be able to move freely to avoid it from tightening. So next thing, you're going to repeat the same process on the other side, just like this. And after doing that, if you're fixing your sleeve, you can go ahead and fix your sleeve. But if you're not, you can also use your bias tape to hem the armhole just like this. And this is how it looks like after I've gone ahead to use the fabric to make the turning for the armhole. Next thing is for us to join the two sides together, and you want to use about 1 inch on both sides for the sewing allowance. This is how it should be looking after we've gone ahead to join the two sides together. Next thing, before closing the down part, we're going to hem our shirt. So first of all, you want to open up the seam allowance on the side and make sure you give it a very good press. And you're going to fold the hem of your shirt with about 1.5. So you're going to fold it in like this, and you're going to iron it down before sewing, and you're going to go in by about 1/2 inch for the sewing allowance. After doing that, next thing is for us to close the down part like this. So make sure the two crouch line are meeting each other before sewing it down like this. After that, this is how our shirt is looking. As you can see, our shirt is coming out nicely. Next thing is for us to fix in our zipper. So make sure that as you're sewing, you are giving it a very good press. So for us to fix in our zipper, you're going to turn it towards the back side, just as you see me doing like this. So I'm just trying to just turn it towards the back side, and after doing that, you're going to place it down like this, and you're going to get your zip, and you're going to fix it down just as you see me doing like this. This is how it looks like after we've gone ahead to fix in our zipper. Next thing is for us to take our darts. So from the shoulder line there, as you can see, from the shoulder line there, below the sewing, you're going to come down with about 12 inches. So for the back, I came down with about 12 inches like this, and I also came down from that 12 inches, I came down with about 11 inches. So I'm just marking it down just like this. And next thing, you're going to mark in 4 inches after the zip line. So you're not going to start exactly on the zip line, but you're going to start on the sewing after the zip line. So I'm just marking out 4 inches all around like this. So that will be for the darts. So I will take it on both the front and also on the back. So that's it on one side. So I'm going to repeat the same process on the other side just like this. From the shoulder line there, you're going to come down by 12 inches. And next thing, you're going to come down from that 12 inches, you're going to come down by 11 inches. And that will be for our dart intake. Zip line, you're going to go in by 4 inches all around like this. Just going to repeat the same process for the front piece as well. And this is the final result. As you can see how nice it's looking. And if you watch the video to this extent and you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And yeah, I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.